Hi, my name is Coach M, or Coach Chris. A little bit about me, I'm from Florida, I have a home in Tennessee, and I'm currently in the Northeast. I am a teacher by trade. I've also worked for the Department of Corrections, so I'm pretty familiar with behaviors, both in the school setting with students that have diagnosed mental health or behaviors that just aren't always appropriate for school, but also in the prison setting. I've also had foster children that had diagnoses or behavior emotional disorders. I also am familiar with Reiki and acupressure, crystal healing, and it all ties back into behaviors, both of other people, but mostly our own behaviors. So every choice we make, every thought that crosses our mind, our actions, our reaction, it relates to behavior. It's the psychological approach to improving our health and our life by changing our own behavior or just paying close attention to our own behavior. So 3 things I would love for you to take away, and all related to behavior, is one, I know you've heard this before, speak in the I, but why? What does that mean? Like, I feel angry when, I feel happy when. Okay, that sounds pretty cheesy, but you don't have to say it like that. It just means that you're taking the blame out of it. We're not playing the blame game. Well, you didn't come on time, or you didn't do your homework, or you raised your voice. That's blaming, right? And it can be taken extremely offensively by the other party. So when we say, oh, I feel really upset, I feel really disappointed, I had anticipated a different reaction, or I had anticipated a different outcome. It takes the blame or the pointing of the fingers off of the other person. And when we do that, the conversation won't get to those heights where then we're not speaking or there's some tension there. So try to speak in the I as much as possible. The more you observe it, the more you'll see that you'll start doing it in other areas of your life, whether it's work, home, in a relationship, with your friends. The other one is to count to 5 before responding. That seems kind of ridiculous, but believe me, it's worth it. So sometimes we are too quick to react or too quick to say something. But like the saying goes, once you say it, you can't take it back, right? You cannot. Sometimes we need to take that time and really process it. And if we feel extremely passionate and we just want to spit the words out and get our saying out, sometimes we need to tone it down. So we take 5 seconds, and not a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in that 5 seconds, you can actually think about how you're going to respond and make sure that you're speaking in the I when you respond, even if it's to your children. And if you're very angry, if you're very upset, nervous, or anxious, journal. And okay, you don't have a journal, then just write it down. Okay, why? Because we need to get it out on paper or just express it. Some people I know will have the whole conversation that they want to have to themselves, maybe in the shower, in the car, and that's the way that they communicate and get it out before they've actually said it. Because sometimes we write out that angry letter or that nervous or anxious journal entry, and we realize when we read it a couple days later, maybe I need to delete some of this, or you know what, I just feel better that I wrote it down. I'm just gonna let this sit for a while, and I don't need to talk about it just yet. Because at the end of the day, we need to maintain our own personal peace. And getting our emotions high and anxiety and everything, we're taking away from our own peace. So speak in the I, pay attention, count to 5 before you respond. And if you're very angry, very upset, very anxious, try journaling or even having the whole conversation with yourself. And let me know how that works. I'd love to hear about it. And I hope to speak with you soon.